Hi there! Welcome to Gategully, a Dwarf Fortress Let's Play from Mike of Nearly Enough Dice. Now, somewhat to my irritation, I managed to balk an entire recording today. Basically, what happened was, I actually started up Fraps, which is what I used to record, and instead of recording the thing I expected it recorded something else. And that ended up, you know, a couple of minutes of a Flash plugin, which is kind of irritating. So, you know, all my commentary is recorded separately on Audacity. But you didn't, you know, there's no point in you listening to me doing stuff. Anyway, so, quite annoyed with myself. What's happened? This is way down in the depths. This is minus 131. So, down here, one layer below, which you can't see yet, it is Magma-tastic. And I have, with some effort, dug out a bit of an area here. And I have also designated this here to be channeled out. So that's going to open up all the magma. And obviously I know there's magma down here because... what the hell has happened here? Oh, I really find it's really annoying when dwarven children withdraw from society, because that's a mood, that's a strange mood that, you know, could have been done by an adult who will actually end up having a skill that I can use. Anyway, enough of that. I don't care about that. That's slightly irritating. Anyway. Oh no, that's right. I want to go one down. Yeah, okay. Someone's just hoovered up those gems. Yeah, so this is designated as channel, and that's going to get channeled out, and then I am going to... Oh, for fuck's sake. Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Right, okay, this particular individual... Sorry, that child with the strange mood has gone off to do things, so that's fine. Oh, God. Right, so, this is get channeled out. I will then see lots of magma. Woo. You discovered a great magma sea. Ooh, adamantine. Praise the miners! Yay. Praise the miners, indeed. So, let's zoom to... Where's the real adamantine? I mean, I'm not calling you a liar, message, but you're not showing much of the way for adamantine. But what this does mean is I now know where I can dig if I want to dig some areas that don't have that warm stone designation, so I can just dig some extra areas. So if I just get out here, I can make some other things. That's cool. But allegedly there's raw adamantine around here somewhere, but I can't actually see it. But to be fair, honest, raw adamantine is a little bit more than I want to deal with just now. I mean, it's too tempting. I mean, you end up you end up very easily just digging places where you do not want to be. So I don't actually care about raw adamantine. Just a minute. Just going down, not going up. There we go. Right, so, build. Now the question is, can I just build a smelter, or do I have to build a special magma smelter? That's the thing I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, actually, I think, yeah, there we go. Because when I did that the first time, it actually wouldn't let me make it out of gabbro, I think. I'm fairly sure gabbro's safe. Yeah, I remember what I had when I was deciding where I was going to channel. I was literally just I want to see which is the impassable block, because that's I want the impassable block to be on top of the magma, because I don't want anything from beneath to be able to come out of the magma sea and eat people's faces. So I thought I'll designate a smelter, and it will then tell me where I can, it'll show me, because I can look at the blocks. But it wasn't actually giving me the option for a magma smelter, and I only just realised that's because it only gives you the option. It only allows you to select even the possibility of a magma smelter when there is magma upon which to put a magma smelter. So there you go. So I'm still trying to find that adamantite, but I just can't find it. I say I don't care. Obviously I do care, and obviously I'm going to think, can I get hold of it? But obviously not right now. The big problem, of course, is adamantite is exactly how you get towards delving too greedily and too deep, and causing themselves much in the way of hardship. Yay, construct that stop. You know you want to. Yeah. Okay, build HR. No, HR, just HR. N, lower, more QSP. Move the cursor over there. Stop. XXX. Enter set desired items, and the desired items are going to be stone. But, exactly wrong. Stockpile link P, and then I set a vehicle bump, and that should be that. Whether anyone's going to be bothered to actually start using all those things, I do not know. JMQ wood. Wheelbarrow, I'll have 3. Meanwhile, up the top, very little has changed. I need to wait until summer, because I've got a pigtail problem. I don't have as many pigtails as I would like. Ooh, hang on, have I got what I want? No, chert blocks. I'm being really picky. I desperately want those chert blocks. Only I don't really care about those chert blocks. Really seriously, if I really care about the chert blocks. Arg. Okay, there we go. If I actually make them dumped, then they'll probably get moved fairly quickly. The reason I want to do that is because then I have absolutely nothing I care about in there, and I can quite cheerfully block it all off forever. And why are we cancelling? Item blocking site. Well, move the item! That's all you have to do. Why don't they move the... Sometimes they move the items. I mean, I've seen them move great big huge rocks out the way before now. With no problem. You know. But then sometimes they don't do that. So there you go. I'm going to have to quickly check on Strange Mood Bloke, but he seems to be okay. Okay, so this is the kid with the strange mood. There's going to be another bloody bone cover. You know, they're just so aggravating. There we go, Craft Dwarfs. Oh, it looks like this one will be a stone cover, only it won't ever actually be a stone cover. Because they're a tiny wee child. And how old are you? 2 years old. She is 2 years old. Great. She dreams of crafting a masterwork someday. She's doing that right now. Yeah, I mean, I actually think that children doing, you know, the whole strange mood thing is just stupid, and it's very irritating because it means that actual dwarves aren't getting strange moods. And I don't think that's good. Never mind, what can you do, eh? I keep getting... Who's trying to fertilise the fields? I'm fairly sure I've not told anybody to fertilise fields. Right, that has succeeded. Build, construct a wall. Now this is the thing I don't actually know will work. But by building a wall here, I should cut off the flow here. And then, you know, so this great big huge, you know, thing of flowing water should just stop. That's actually good. I mean, ideally I'd like to make a floodgate so I can just open it up and close it up whenever I feel like it, but you know, I fully understand that's just not going to happen. Alright, well, there you go. What am I going to do? I'm looking at the jobs list right now, and I'm looking at construct. Can't spell. Ah, what have we got? Construct a bed. Oh, that's right. That's part of my workflow thing. Let's go to units and then follow them and see what the hell happens. Because I've never seen anyone build a wall under a waterfall before, and I don't know what is going to occur. So you've picked up that rock. Good, good, good. I've noticed that although they will take wheelbarrows to take great big huge lumps of rock to a stockpile, what they don't do is they don't take great big huge piles of rock. They don't use wheelbarrows to take great big huge rocks to construction sites, which is kind of interesting. See, there's workflow doing what it's supposed to do and resuming drink production, so I'm always having about 2,000 drinks available. So I like that. That makes me happy. Haul, haul, haul. Oh, if only you were stronger, dwarf. That's the thing I could do is I could start making folk, say, pump make a screw pump that doesn't actually attach to anything, and just put a whole bunch of people on doing that as kind of exercise, so that they become big, buff, gnarly folk, and gain lots of. So that, I mean, basically, it increases your endurance, and that's a really neat thing to be able to do. Having said that, I'm just going to be completely distracted from watching this. This absolutely entertaining thing of watching a dwarf haul a rock. What's going on? Is my caps lock key on as well? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Because I was following, and so my location hotkeys didn't do anything. So these appears to be constructed now. Excellent. So I need to build, construct, stop. Need to build a stop here, which is dump on arrival west. West is that way. And place it and make it out of blocks. And when that's done, it's all going to be about making the route again. That's fine. Construct building wall. So let's see how you're getting on. I'm always quite pleased with this little area, because this is one of those times when I tried to do something that I didn't know would work, and could have been yet another bit of flooding in my fortress, because I flooded so much. I mean, I flooded all this area. I think there's another area upper level where again I was trying to get to this area and deflood it. Just flood all over the place, and such a pain. And then I kind of worked out, I said, well, maybe if I build a kind of thing here and I put a grate, and then I can dig through here, and then it all worked. And I even kind of, oh, well, maybe if I have, because I had dug out this bit as a diagonal, so there wouldn't be any water pressure. And I dug out that bit as a diagonal, and then I was able to dig this bit out just fine, and it all worked, and I was dead pleased. Let's see what happens. Didn't seem to cancel it. Ooh, has that not done what I wanted to do? Flying around it? Oh, I see. Shite. What I've not taken into account is that the water's flowing from two places. It's flowing from there as well as down here. So I've only blocked off one and not the other, and specifically I've blocked up the thing that actually lets it get down to... annoying. However, that is saving me again. So what I do is, once that gets deconstructed, which I hope is soon, I block off, I dig out those two bits there, place a wall there, and then place a wall there. That should work. just hope someone gets to deconstruct that before it fills up too much. It should be okay. Let's go to the jobs again. Q. Deconstruct. Remove construction. Tense, very tense. Dramatic music playing. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. How long does it take to knock down a wall? Fine. Quested blockade the lover of shutting, a Kakabo bone amulet. You are a bone carver again. Oh, so many baby bone carvers. 20,000 dwarf bucks. Let's have a look at it. This is a Kakabo bone amulet. All craft dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with applewood. This object is adorned with hanging rings of slate and menaces with spikes of green glass, gabbro, and iron. On the item is an image of forgotten beasts in Kakabo bone. On the item is an image of Zulban's Stopship the Dwarf. Oh, I've missed one, sorry. On the item is the image of Ushrir. Tongs figures the dwarf in Gabbro. On the item is an image of Zulban's Stopship the Dwarf in wild boar leather. Zulban's Stopship is labouring. The artwork relates to the setting of the dwarf. The settling of the dwarf Zulban's Stopship in Gategully in the midwinter of 133. That must have been one of my last thing of actual immigrants, because obviously I reached my pop cap, so you know there's a point where you just can't get seen. Legendary bone carver. I've got so many legendary bone carver children. It is utterly silly. And there is a setting I want to. No, I want to go up what go up. What is it? No, I'll just go to the jobs menu again. Z. And but there's a setting with nicknames, because at the moment it replaces the first name. So you know that kid is now legendary bone carver, you know, surname. Whereas there's a setting where you can have like Fred legendary bone carver. Fred legendary bone carver Smith, as opposed to legendary bone carver Smith, or McSmith, Urist McSmith, Urist McDwarf. Come on, how long does it take to rip down a wall? Come on. Would it be nice to be able to do with a floodgate, actually, particularly nice. Have you just suspended that? No, I think you got washed away. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in your dwarfy powers. Your dwarfy powers of destruction. Come on. Do it. Took longer, this is taking longer than it took to build the wall in the first place. Done. Well done, you. Okay, so that's all going to drain away just fine. I'm going to wait until it has actually drained away before doing much else. Yeah, that could have gone horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. But I'm glad it didn't. Yeah, so it's draining away quite quickly. It's already down. I mean, it never really got up to really a 3 at any point, but you can see there's only a couple of 2s left, and they're busily draining away. Yep, so basically I'm going to designate those two to be dug out, and that's the open space. So I want to be one. I want to wall that bit off, and at that point I'm able to. Run out of rice. That's fine. At that point I'll be able to. So I'll put a wall on that square, and then I'll be able to put a wall on that square, and everything will be good. Right, okay, I can leave that for a moment. Let's go upstairs, have a look at that. That's still not been made. That's because someone with mechanics needs to do it. Is that cage still there? Should probably make a cage quantum stockpile, because I do have a lot of empty cages just kind of lying around. I don't think I've got a place for empty cages to be put at the minute, which is obviously no use to anyone. Let's do some traffic designations. Oh, that is so ugly. Okay, let's make this normal. Up until... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. The main thing is I want to go... oh, God. Up and over this area so that they don't... I don't want the dwarves at any point feeling that they actually want to tread on... Oh, that's wrong. I don't want them to ever think that they want to tread on the rail. Not that it's like a live rail or anything. It's just there will be dwarves pushing carts on it eventually. So I really rather don't want them. Ooh, look, pushing carts. It's very exciting. I really don't want them wandering around and at best blocking the cart when I don't want them to. You didn't get the memo, did you? Look at you. Oh, look at you both kind of casually wandering over. What I did last time, and what I might do again, I don't see any reason I can just do it, but I think I'll wait until the construction's been done here and someone's actually made the track stop. But I built a bridge over here. I'm just going to do it now. I love the way I think. I always do it. I'm always doing that. I think, oh, obviously, I'll just wait, and then like 2 seconds later, it's like, no, don't want to wait. So make these out of wood, and then make these out of wood. Because this is mechanics, and thus a mechanic is used. These are wood, and thus it's carpentry, so it's a completely different thing. So these may well get made, but I think you're noticing, basically, if you look at this, restricted is worth 25, so it's 20. It's considering like moving from one square to another square in normal mode is considered. That's cost 2. That is movement cost 2. Moving around in low traffic areas, that's cost 5. Cost 5, and that's 25. But quite clearly, they've decided that going over the tracks is worth not having to go all the way up and down along. So actually, a bridge is a good idea. because they are going to move over the tracks repeatedly until I give them a way to not do that. I might want to build one down here as well. Chop down some trees. So yeah, building a bridge, good. That's going to hopefully stop some traffic accidents. Probably not completely, because my dwarves are idiots, and they will just do the stupidest thing possible. What if I might want to standing orders? Trying to remember. Yeah, let's get rid of auto collect webs, because I don't think there's any webs I can actually get to at the minute. That's just going to cause annoying spam. So let's do that. And it's beginning to look like I might need a bridge over here as well, or possibly I need to. Let's actually make this restricted instead of just low, so they should always kind of they should always loop around. Except that guy just immediately went. You'd hope I wouldn't need a bridge over that little thing, but yeah, look at them. Although they're ducking through the stockpile over. That's actually not a good thing, so I might need to make another bridge through here. So again, they've just got they've got an easier way of getting across than going through here, because I don't want them treading on the actual railway. Down. I think there's at least. Oh, I thought there's at least one. I thought one of them had actually been done. No. Okay. Interestingly, see most of the cities. You can see mostly it's. Although this is open space, you can see the track underneath, but not always. Not always. That is interesting. Grabbing a wooden log and moving off with it, as opposed to instead of like making the damn stair like what I wanted you to do. Well, they'll get to it eventually. Right, let's go check this out. Check it out. Check it out. Right, so I want a wall here. And that is not open space. That is the open space. This is the not open space. So I want a wall there is what I want. Yeah. And then when that wall is done, then I want to do the other wall. And that's going to involve bringing a lump of chert from God knows where, or a lump of rock from God knows where, because that chert was originally there and someone had to haul it. But that, making that wall shouldn't cause any problems because it is already on a floor. dwells passing each other in the corridor. I think if I remember correctly, the actual simulation of two dwarves passing in a single tile corridor is that one of them crawls over the other one, which I just find hilarious. Right, so that's now... I wonder where that one thing of chert is that it thinks is there. Oh no, there's chert right there. Cool. And now we find out whether or not I have broken everything again. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in us. I believe in dwarf power. That's that done. So really, so these areas here should fill up fairly quickly. Wow. Wow. So that filled up almost immediately. And yeah, you can see that building up really, really quickly. So there you go. The pit of shame is now completely empty. It's completely dealt with. I are the victor. Let's make a note here, shall we? Place a note, and we will name it. Do not deconstruct. And note text. These two walls are holding back the flood from the aquifer above. Do not deconstruct. Sweet. I will admit to hoping for a bit of frame rate from the lack. Yeah, now I should have removed a certain amount of flooding and stuff, but no. I can only assume that my frame rate woes are entirely down to I have 8 million dwarves. Well, I've got 200 dwarves, and my poor computer just can't cope. Right, let's unforbid that. My carpet is obviously busy doing things. Construct. Oh, it's all go. It's all go. So that guy is off to construct the track stop, which is all good. Yes. Cool. And those still aren't done, so I have to wait for someone to do some carpenting to get those done. But, you know, things are coming on. I'm clearing up these logs. I'm getting the world's most enormous supply of logs on that tile there. I think I've got a reasonably good working log workflow, whereas the logs kind of sit there. Yeah, logs from outside are getting brought to here from that quantum stockpile and not from anywhere else. Right, so he's nicking a log, and and is probably taking it downstairs. No, he's okay. He's grabbed a log to actually make a thing with, which is exactly what he should be doing. What are you doing? Making a bucket. The Forgotten Beast, Sut Julosum Nupro, has come. A huge eyeless viper. It has a square shell and has a bloated body. Its emerald squares are jagged and close-set. Beware its poisonous bite. It is things like this, reasons like this, why I have blocked off me caverns. I don't want to have to deal with those buggers. Although I believe it is now an alternate timeline, but I did deal with the Forgotten Beast with my military. They did spank its forgotten butt. But quite frankly, I don't feel the need to deal with that right now. Yay, we've got a Magma Smelter. It's making steel bars in probably the most inconvenient way possible. Oh, don't tell me there's a wheelbarrow there. Fuck balls, there shouldn't be a wheelbarrow there. Ah, no. Right. It shouldn't make any difference actually, because theoretically everything should just get dumped there. Let's see if we're going to set this up right, which I may not have done. But it's possible that the existence of that wheelbarrow means that people aren't in fact going to be moving things the way I want them to. And I may have just ballsed up this whole route in the first place. I don't know if it's possible to go and check that. No, you see, you can't go and check the stop to see that I'm fairly sure I remember setting it to go north, but who knows what's actually happened. No, well, but you know, it's got pig-iron bars. It's been making bars and pig-iron bars. So that's cool. Oh no, someone's got pig-iron bars and bars. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna wanna flux stone, because otherwise people are going to be moving things up and down 100 Z levels. What I really need is a method of transferring like minecart-wise things all the way down here, but that's a job for another day. Oi. Yeah, there's my caverns all blocked off because I just can't be dealing with it. Cannot be dealing with it. Let's grab some flagstone, shall we? Being cautious not to breach the horrible caverns. Apart from anything else, the caverns actually cause all sorts of frame rate problems. Got lots of malachite. I wonder if I should really start. Whether or not I should really start, melting malachite in large amounts. I have so much flagstone available to me. It's great. Having a steel industry is very pleasant. There's a wild boar that just has. That's been down to be slaughtered for I don't know how long. He's not getting slaughtered in any way. But there you go. Oh, you made those ones. We haven't made those ones. You were a very weird lot, you dwarves. Although, again, actually there is the last in first out thing with dwarf construction. The last thing you put in is always the first thing that gets made. The last thing you designate is the first thing that gets made, which is a very Well, I say aggravating, but it's a way of doing things. It's certainly a way. Not, the most convenient way sometimes, but it's a way. And you look at these guys casually trampling over this restricted area. Definitely demonstrating that I need a bridge. If any of these guys will actually end up getting round to building it. You look like you're building something, so well done you. I think I'm just going to leave them to finish all of those, because if I designate more things, which is that's what I'm tempted to do. That's what I'm always tempted to do, another designation. The problem with that being that if you do that, they then put all the other designations on hold, which is the pain in the buttocks. So I want them to finish all of those, then I designate the next level of stairs, and then I make the bridge between them, and that's the order I do it in. You tease! He's like, I'll go and not build that. I'll go right next to it, but not actually build it. Ooh. Dwarves, eh? Horrible people. I think this person here is in fact my carpenter, from looks of things. There's a cat. Come to check out the progress. Cat being useful, you want a couple of cats around so that you can construct. D for downstairs, you. Downstairs, you. And I think I shall call that a day. Oh, there you go. Oh, stuff happening. Magma forges, Magma smelters. Unfortunately, Magma smelters that don't really have good access to anything very much. But I'll work something out. I'm really tempted by dropping a great, just finding some place where I can dig a great big huge ridiculous shaft and dropping everything down there. So anyway, I hope you did enjoy that episode. Please give us a like or a subscribe. It really does help us out if you do things like that. Makes us like you tons. And it's not that I don't like you. I like you. I do. I would just like you just a tiny bit more. You could also find us at www.nearenoughdice.com, where we have a role-playing game themed podcast, blog, and various other bits and pieces. But I do hope you enjoyed that session, and I do hope you enjoy me next time, and until then, have yourselves a very dwarfy day.